Well,
Who's this?
oh, there he is.
There we go.
What is going on?
Yeah, what's up? What's going on?
Why y'all playing a game on me?
Why is Catfish here? Why is Catfish here?
Why is
Because they're
Catfish here?
helping me.
We tried to handle it yesterday when we spoke to you. We didn't think it was really going to be you. We thought it would be somebody else.
Oh my gosh.
Hi, Jay.
Are you the person we've been talking to and the person Jace has been talking to?
You can call me Mars.
The actor from the vampire movie?
Yes. I'd say you caught me red-handed.
Really?
Fine.
Okay.
Once and for all. Never really intended for things to go this far. I didn't know how to cut my ties loose without, ever actually having to hurt you or just leave you hanging. I felt bad. I didn't know what I was doing.
I just want to ask you, did you do this to try to pursue a relationship?
Nope.
Do you have romantic feelings at all for Jay?
No, ma'am. I am completely straight, but I will say that the feelings I have for him were starting to think about a beautiful spring friendship. I'm not proud of what I've done and how long I've been doing it, but I'm just glad, I'm finally getting to come clean.
I mean, I literally led off the conversation by telling you that one of my best friend's mothers died of cancer and had her Facebook stolen.
Right.
So how do you even justify going forward?
I can't really say that I can make any sort of excuse for my actions, but what I can tell you is I did it with the best of intentions.
How is that good intentions at all?
Let's let him explain.
Okay,
because
go for it.
Just give us a little bit of the history of
Yes.
Anna.
Of course, if anything, I think that's the least that I owe you all guys. So I started this account way back when I was still in college, and this was primarily used as for a stalking account. To stalk girls, both girls and guys. And when I started it as a guy, I was pretending to be someone named Massimo.
How and why did you find Jay?
So it started, way back when I was personally, a victim of being catfished. And it was very traumatizing. And I was personally crucified, by being blackmailed and extorted, by a female who, catfished me off guard. She took some snaps. I was unfortunately in bed, pretty much half naked.
So what did she want for the photos? Because you said that she extorted you.
Yeah, she was blackmailing me for $100. I know as cheap as it may sound, I don't give in to those kind of demands, not even for $1. Since then, it's kind of like been a really sensitive subject to me. When I first,
That's bull. I'm sorry. If you took any of that to heart, you would not be doing any damn thing you are doing right now, bro. Like,
Sorry, I just still can't get an answer from you on how did you find Jay and why did you talk to him?
When I was going about catfishing, I said, I want to let people, take a taste of their own medicine. So when I started catfishing, I was catfishing as a guy. And then all of a sudden, one time, I see this guy on the side of the friend suggestion list.
The friend suggestion was Jay.
Yes.
Okay.
And I was maybe thinking if I could pull off one last stunt, maybe do this time as a girl.
So you just made the Anna profile 2 months ago to catfish Jay?
Yes.
And was that in any way connected to a feeling or an emotion that's like, I think I'd like to talk to Jay as a girl?
No. But I would say throughout, the conversation, there were always thoughts going about in my head like, this is actually a really nice guy. And to that point, I thought, wow, this guy doesn't deserve anything that I was doing to him at all. Because to tell you the truth, there was, this big agenda that I was trying to do with this, from the very start. And all I wanted from him was to do the real that I was asking. I just want to think that as long as I've already, gotten what I want, I'll stop right then and there.
So pay somebody online to make a reel. There's plenty of video editing people out there in the world.
yo, dude, that's $25.
Can we just slide you into the like waiting room for a minute? I just want to check in with Jay, and then we'll bring you back in.
Absolutely.
All right, so we'll see you in a minute, okay? Don't go anywhere. There we
What
go.
the hell is going on? Is he beaming in from another planet? Is that what's happening?
He's a weird dude.
And to do all this just for a video edit reel?
Such a crock of. If I was trying to get a free reel from you, after the third time, I would have been like, okay, this guy.
That's what doesn't make sense, is the time invested.
Yeah.
Also, he said that he made the Facebook for Anna 2 months ago to talk to you. But that has photos dating back from 2017. So
Oh,
how is that possible?
That's not possible. It's not possible.
He's clearly not ready to be totally honest with us about the situation. So look, why don't we go back now and say, listen, man, why don't you just tell us the truth?
Okay, yeah.
Are you guys ready? Let's do this.
Poker face.
All right. Hey, man.
Okay, guys.
Here's kind of where we're at. Obviously, there's certainly more to the story. Like with Anna's Facebook page that you said you just made, we know you didn't just make that because the pictures on there are from like 2017. We're gonna give you one more chance to come clean and be honest. So do you want to do that, or do you want to end up looking like kind of a liar who won't just say the truth?
No, I totally understand, sir.
So you say this was all to get a video reel done, correct?
Yeah.
But wait a second. Did you know Jay was an editor before you started talking to him?
No.
Right, so then why did you start talking to him? Just on the off chance that maybe this guy could edit your reel? Just
Why did you pick me?
Just so I want you to remember, you did approach me in the first place.
No,
you did.
no.
I
You said
would say
hello.
I added you, but then
You said
know,
hi to me first.
wait, let me check. I'm gonna check. All right, I'm gonna share this screen so we can all see it.
Boom. Hi. This makes a big difference. It shows intent.
Okay.
You also, I mean, as you can see, you also kind of, you came in pretty cute with your little kissy face. If I'm watching the show right now and I see you and I see that you've had a profile for a girl that you used to talk to guys and that you added Jay as a friend and started talking with him in what I, again, would interpret as a flirtatious way, my instinct is to think, oh, I guess Mars wanted to flirt with a guy. And what's no big deal? Okay, fine. I know that while I'm fully straight when it comes to being physically attracted to only women, I like to flirt. And sometimes if a guy wants to flirt with me, I'll flirt with a guy. It's fun to flirt. I'm okay to admit that.
Maybe you're just looking for a little extra attention right now.
That's honestly, how we end up having the conversation for so long, even though, some points in my head were telling me to stop. And I was just, glad, every time that he'd say that he'd miss talking to me.
Fair enough.
But you could just say one good thing about me. Or just Laika.
Honestly, I wasn't talking to Laika. I was talking to you. And as much as I really understand how you can compartmentalize, I gave you an out right away. And I feel like you never took that out all the way up until here. And so for me, I have no problem saying absolutely nothing positive towards the situation. Other than I hope that you learn that you've not just affected me, but you'll affect Laika. And I hope that you would take down that profile and delete everything.
I get you.
I forgive you, but do I need to give you any sort of leeway past that? No. You're just going to be out of my life, and that is what it is. Gone.
I hope that we had some sort of friendship after this. But I understand.
So I'm gonna just send her the Zoom link. Okay.
Please don't let it be somebody that's close to me.
What's going on?
Hey, what's
Hi.
up? Your name just comes up as K. What should we call you?
Keezy. My name's Keezy.
Keezy.
Yeah.
Keezy, the fake.
So you're the one.
You're one of the artists that the page posted that song.
Yeah.
If you want to kind of just tell us your sort of side of the story here and how we all got into this mess.
Well, way back 7 years ago, the moment Dee walked out on her episode and said she was a rapper, I noticed that she didn't have any pages, and I saw an opportunity, so I made them all right then and there and kind of took it to 100.
That crazy. Wow.
Like, a lot of people were messaging because they liked Dee, like, attracted to her. I was like, hey, thanks, blah, blah, check my brother out, and send links to my stuff.
Damn.
At first, like, we weren't really taking it that serious. I was just using it to post stuff. And then we started making songs, and I'm a vocal engineer, so I would record my part, then Jay Lenz would record his, and I'll record another part and make it sound like a girl.
So it was you doing Dee's voice?
Yeah. I mean, we were doing some outrageous stuff. We were creating flyers and traveling around the country saying that Keezy, D Pimpin, and Jay Lenz are gonna be in Myrtle Beach at this club, accompanied by MTV Film Crew.
I seen it.
Yeah, and it would be the videographer, and he walk around with like an MTV Film Crew shirt and an MTV Film Crew badge. And it say Film Crew on the back. He have all the equipment. He follow us around. So there was like crowds of people following us, and it just said Dee was sick and stayed at the hotel.
Oh, hell no.
You actually met people?
I just wanted the clout.
So do you have your own following now? I mean,
It kind of gave me a spark, the boost I needed, knowledge-wise and fan base-wise.
Damn.
and did you ever think to actually connect with the real Dee?
I'm just gonna be honest, I didn't see a need to reach out to the real you.
I will say
Because
that.
what was the point if I ran social media?
It's my name, bro. It's not even about the page. It's my name. I want my name. I can't even use my name to create another page on Facebook. Facebook thought it was actually me because of the following. I've been missing out on a lot of opportunities just because people don't really know how to find me. Instead, they clicking on the page that you created.
At the end of the day, there's no way I could have missed that opportunity. Dee was just a piece of it. Like, I look at the internet as a playground, just taking opportunities and using them to your advantage.
Sure, but you, in your conversations with Amari, had encouraged her to come to Atlanta and to meet you and potentially work together.
I really did plan on meeting with her.
How were you going to explain yourself if she did come to Atlanta?
I was just going with the flow. I really did plan on revealing it in person.
I mean, you are a grown-ass man.
Right.
And like, that would have potentially put her in a very, very uncomfortable situation.
Yeah.
So how many other Amaris are there?
There aren't any other Amaris. She's genuine, enthusiastic, and she makes good music on top of that. There's nobody else I'm having those conversations with.
So what you wanted to gain from me is just a collab?
A collab and like the whole package, the video, everything. Like, it wasn't just gonna be a collab.
To me, it just doesn't feel like it's just about wanting to work together. I'm assuming you liked what you saw, so that's why you responded to her.
I'm glad you said it.
Do you have something you want to say?
All right.
Oh man, I'm sorry. I'm definitely sorry to both of y'all.
Are you really?
Yeah, because I really do want to work with you. And I wouldn't even have carried on if I didn't. The friendship is valuable too. You know what I mean? I'm not pushing for it, of course, because like how she probably perceives me now. But like I said, what was on my mind is making a song, collaborate.
So it's all about the clout.
Yep.
Even
I mean-
even to this day,
The Deep Pimpin' page has always been about clout. It was never about manipulating anybody or relationships.
Is being here right now about doing the right thing, or is it about the clout still?
It's about doing the right thing. I understand it was wrong, but I mean, like I said, I had to do what I had to do. And if I went back in time, I would probably still do it.
who answered the phone? Was that your girl voice? Who was that?
No, that was my stylist. And this is my business line, so I was with her. So
I feel used. I think that it's time for another transfer of clout. I think we can just do a clout triangle. How about that? Give me some of
Here
yours.
we go. Yes.
I love it.
That's true, Keezy. I mean, you obviously got a lot of followers now. I mean, you could direct people to D's real music, and you could direct people to Amari's music.
I think it's the least you can do at this point.
Whatever you want me to do.
I knew that fire was in there, bitch. I knew it was there.
Yes, of course.
He's gonna be the only one left high and dry now. Wait a minute. That's not how this is gonna go at all.
Exactly. Did you say that you also engineer?
And he said video too. I didn't forget he said video.
It's a
I
video.
like videos.
I'm open to whatever.
Reparations.
I think that's a good idea.
Now, look, there are a lot of people who will say, like, you know, do whatever you got to do to be successful and promote yourself and all that. But at the same time, we have to consider that.
There's a right way to go about things, and other
Right.
people were involved. I was collateral. D was collateral. That's
Right.
not fair.
I know it's wrong.
All right, well, look, I feel like it's as close to a happy ending as we're going to get. For me, it seems pretty obvious that the page should belong to D. She should have the option to do with it what she wishes.
You could use it, like, it could benefit you.
No, I want it. I want it.
I also think you should take any music that you've produced where you've claimed D was on it off of the internet.
Yeah.
Amari knows who she's been talking to, and hopefully you do really sort of honor your promise to help her with some music and give her a jump start and
That was my
hopefully-
goal from the jump.
Right. And obviously, D, you got your page finally, and you can now send people from that page to your Instagram, or you can really get into that page and maybe even ask Keezy to help to promote yourself, you know.
Like I said, I'm down for whatever everybody wants to do.
All right. Is there anyone home? Wait, did you hear that? What? It sounded like I thought I heard like coming or something.
I didn't hear.
Oh, hello. Hi, it's Neve and Cammy and Onyx.
Yes,
Hi. Yeah, hey, Lola. Is that you, Lola?
yes.
You want to open up the door or come on out and chat with us?
I don't see why we have to actually see each other.
Or maybe just open the door a little bit, because I can't really hear you out here. Hi.
Oh my God.
Okay, I'm not going to come in. I just want to be able to hear you. It's a little loud out here. I guess I take it you're a little nervous.
Yeah, a little bit.
I understand.
There's no Lola. It was a misunderstanding.
Okay, well, but are you the one he's been talking to?
Yes.
Okay, so whether your name is Lola or not, I think it would probably feel good just to introduce yourself and come clean, and you don't have to live with any regrets or guilt or confusion about the whole thing.
Okay, I don't want to talk out front. If we do talk, can we go out back?
Sure. Let's go now. Oh, there she is. Oh, hello.
Hey.
Hi.
It's not the dream.
How you doing?
Good.
Nice to meet you, Neve.
Nice to meet you too.
All right. Cammy.
Nice to meet you.
And this is Onyx.
Hey.
What is your name?
DeMonica.
DeMonica. Lovely name.
Thanks.
Just so we're all on the same page, you made the profile.
Mm-hmm.
And from the beginning, you were the one talking to Onyx.
Yes.
Because obviously, you know we spoke to Ladravia.
That's my sister.
Aha.
My little sister.
Got it. Because when Onyx heard Ladravia's voice, he thought it sounded like you. But that makes sense, because I guess you guys sound sort of similar.
Yeah.
So, but he was never talking to your sister.
No, me. He was
Okay.
talking to me.
And how did you come across Onyx?
Originally, I made the profile to try to catch my ex who broke in my house and stole my shoes. But in the process, I think I followed him.
Were you like trying to follow people just to make the fake profile seem real?
Yeah, and then he DM'd me. And I kind of just went with it, but then I fell back because I felt bad for playing with his feelings. But he just
kept texting. I didn't get on there to just catfish the world or to look for attention. I had a specific purpose.
Wait, but we talked to one other guy who was friends with the Lola profile.
Yeah, he asked about my job. That was really it, and where I was from.
Right. So
But-
wait, do you work at the
Giddy Goat.
Your
My
sister.
sister.
Oh, so but you told someone that you work there because your sister works there.
Yeah.
But your sister knew you were doing this because when we reached out to her, she didn't give you up.
That's my sister. Why would she?
Do you know who the pictures you were
Behind
using are of?
Mm-hmm.
You know that the person in the pictures is a trans woman.
Yes.
Is that your ex's type?
Yes. Just over time, like I've caught on to that. So yeah.
I see. Interesting. Okay. Wow. So, and did it work? Did your ex talk to her, and
I figured out where he's at so I can go get my stuff back.
did you get your stuff?
Yes, I did.
Well, how come you didn't just tell Onyx at some point?
Like, I kind of got used to talking to him. The conversations that we had was pretty, like, good, you know? When he got something on his mind or when he need help, he would call me, reach out to me, and I would help him with that.
Yeah, she
Like, that's kind of how it played out. It wasn't my intention on catfishing him, you know? Like, I didn't make the page to look for love or to find love.
Does that mean you don't have feelings for Onyx?
Over time, we developed a little small bond.
So you did feel some connection to him.
Yeah.
I just wish, like, when I was, like, developing, like, feelings, like, oh, like, maybe it can work. I just wish, like, it could have been where nah, like, I'm doing, you feel me? Like, it's not me, da 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 da. You know, like, this is that, like, and I would have accepted it. Yeah.
Yeah, I apologize. I really am sorry because I didn't mean to hurt you or waste your time or play with you or lead you on. So, hopefully we can move forward.
Are we still feeling 50-50?
I'm now like 90-10.
90, it's not her.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Oh, okay. Well, it's a very intense close-up of something hanging over the camera. Oh, it's moving.
Hello. Hi, Nige. Oh my gosh.
Oh.
What?
Hello.
There she is.
I am over the moon.
Sienna?
Sienna, yeah.
Sienna, okay. What's up? Because you understand, Sienna, that there was some concern that you might not be you.
Yeah.
Not just because of the FaceTime thing, but also because of the time that you said you guys would meet and you didn't show up and he sat there for hours waiting for you and you gave him what feels like a bogus excuse that there was some family emergency. What's up with all that? I mean,
I thought that I could meet Nige a couple times, but I pulled out each time.
So like, why was you ducking me?
Well, the problem really is like my mom and like the way she is. Like she doesn't let me really date anyone, so it's kind of why Nige's been put on the back burner with FaceTiming and not meeting up.
look, I can understand getting cold feet or whatever, but you knew he was taking a train.
Yeah.
Why didn't you tell him like before he left?
It was very stupid and immature of me to even pursue the idea of us meeting if I wasn't gonna go through with it. But I did think I was gonna go through with it. I just couldn't do it when it actually came time to meet. I couldn't do that to my mom.
But why didn't you tell me though?
Because I didn't know how you would react to that. Some men would just like leave if they knew it was like a bigger problem, like that I couldn't really be with you.
So you're not sure you're ready to tell your mom, hey, this is someone I'm interested in, I'm gonna go out with them, because she would either get upset or potentially there would be some repercussions?
Yeah, so she's always been a little protective, like, and a little strict at that. So like, me going to meet a boy that I have never even met in person or FaceTime, she would think that's really dangerous and she wouldn't want me doing that. So like when it really came down to it, it was just like too much for me.
Yeah.
I mean, you are 18, so to be fair, she would be right.
Yeah.
But here's my question, like, it doesn't mean that you couldn't talk to her and say like, hey, I've been talking to this guy for 2 years. He's really sweet. Would you FaceTime with him? And or would you come with me to meet him? Like, you don't think that's something she'd be interested in doing?
Now I think that she would be interested in doing that, with me having a conversation with her, you know, sitting down face to face and explaining and telling her about the past 2 years.
Yeah.
Well, what do you consider Naiji to be in your life?
I would definitely consider him my boyfriend, and that would mean that I would have to tell my mother.
Right. Okay. So you are 18.
Yeah.
You live on a farm in Delaware.
Yeah.
You did work at a Dairy Queen. And presumably your mom knows that you're doing this, right? That you're on the show?
I have to talk to her.
When are you gonna do that?
Well, I'm gonna have to soon.
Okay, Sienna, I'm not getting grounded because of you, all right?
No.
This is great.
I feel like Naiji has questions to ask.
How you feeling, Naiji?
So like, I got something to tell you that I ain't never tell you.
Okay.
I was talking and like hooking up with a bunch of girls during our breaks, and like sometimes while we were talking.
Wait, not just on breaks?
So, you cheated on me. You said how many people?
Probably like 4.
Okay. I don't understand.
Because like you was never there, so like.
I understand, but I would never do that to you because we had boundaries that we had set.
It was really like not being able to see you, because like I just felt like I was talking to a wall, just only talking on the phone.
Doesn't mean you go and have sex with people, because I'm not. Like,
I'm honestly shocked that you brought this up at all.
We didn't discuss this.
Yeah, I mean, I have to commend you for your brutal honesty and like saying this, because I guess it was something that was weighing on you and you felt bad about, but like, we had no idea. We knew he was talking to other girls during the breaks.
that's kind of childish.
Well, I think Sienna, in Naiji's defense, which normally I don't defend cheating at all, I think with him, you know, trying to come and see you and you saying that you were gonna come see him and it never worked out, he was just kind of like, I don't even know what the this is. But he told us from the beginning, there's something about this girl. Like, nothing has ever been the same as Sienna. I just think it's a complicated situation.
It's just, I wish I was told a little sooner.
You know, the situation sort of unfolded rather quickly and went from what I thought was this great, beautiful first meeting between two lovers, and then it sort of very quickly unraveled and became this other thing. So, Naiji, is it cool if we just check in with her quickly and then we'll bring you back in?
All right.
Hey, girl.
How are you guys?
Confused.
I definitely had other ideas of how this would go.
So at the time you were 16, right, when you first started talking,
Yeah.
based on your mom being very protective, you weren't dating guys then.
Right, I've never had a boyfriend, actually, except him.
And then he did mention that you guys had some like breaks. What was that about?
He would get frustrated because I'm not FaceTiming him, I'm not giving him what he wants, I'm not, you know, video chatting him or meeting up with him. Therefore, you know, that's gonna cause some friction.
Well, you said that you guys had had a conversation, you and Naiji had talked about boundaries. When was that conversation and what was said during that?
It was definitely within this year, and we just talked about like being a couple. We even kind of went in depth of like our future and stuff like that. Like if we were to like move in with each other in the future, or like where we would be, you know, like
right,
corny stuff.
I understand. And if you guys did have a conversation about being exclusive, then that would definitely have been crossing a boundary. But you didn't think that he might have talked to other people?
No, he told me he didn't.
So he lied.
Yeah.
up.
The way that he went about that was wrong. So I'm sorry that you had to have that experience.
Whatever you feel like you should say, I want to give you that opportunity to say that. So let me just get an IG back in here. Okay, we're all back. All right, so look, Nige, we just checked in with Sienna just to kind of get a little background on her experience the last 2 years.
Yeah, I wanted to say something to Sienna.
Okay.
So like Sienna, I know that I want to be with you and like I would go through anything and through any obstacle. I lied to you, you lied to me, and if you're willing to move forward with all that, then I can move forward with that too.
I wouldn't say we're on the same level of lies at all, and don't really think I can move forward from it. You know, what you said, and that means something.
Sometimes I don't have no filter in what I say. It was just sitting on my chest when I wanted to finally admit it. Like, I know it should have came out in a more respectful way.
So this is going to be difficult now, obviously, for Sienna, but there's definitely still a connection here. I don't, for one, want that to be the end of this, but it might be. And that'll obviously be up to Sienna.
Obviously, I do love you, but I think that I definitely need to feel things out.
At this point, I'm with whatever you want.
I'll think about it, and I will definitely be reaching out to you first. Don't reach out to me first. I just really need some time to myself. So.
Yeah, that's completely understandable.
Okay.
Who's that?
I can't see that far.
What the hell?
That's Brittany. What the?
What's up?
Hey, hey.
I'm so confused. Hi.
Hi.
Neve.
Brittany.
Nice to meet you.
Cammy,
Nice to meet you. Brittany. Hey. Hey. How you doing? Hey.
We're confused.
What do you mean?
But maybe you don't know what's been going on. Somehow, there's a situation. So have you been talking to her the whole time?
Yes. Haley?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's been you texting her.
Yes.
Okay. But if that's true, then why haven't you FaceTimed with her?
I don't do long distance relationships, so if I FaceTime with her, it can make the relationship or what we have a bit too real for me. I'm scared of it.
Do you have two sort of nearly identical Instagram accounts?
No, my Instagram got hacked.
So that really happened?
Yes.
But there's another Instagram account.
Yeah. That used to be my old Instagram, but I don't have that Instagram.
You don't use that?
Yeah.
Okay. Who's Lily?
Lily's my best friend.
Okay. We spoke to her.
Spoke to Lily.
Yeah. We had a FaceTime call with her
in the middle
2 days ago.
She didn't tell you that?
No.
I guess not.
No.
Did you tell Lily you were meeting us today?
Yeah. I told her, like, I'm talking to this girl, and I'm gonna meet up with her. Didn't think anything of it.
Lily just met us at our hotel, and she said that it wasn't you, and that it was some embarrassing situation, that we should just leave it alone.
I don't understand why she would talk to you guys, but I'm like actually really pissed off. Because it's just like weird behavior. It's not something like I know her to do.
Yeah.
So it's weird.
I mean, we gotta talk to her and figure out what's actually going on here, because you seem like a genuine person. I don't think that you would show up here if you weren't, but I'm hella scared that Lily's about to pop out of a bush and kill all of us for making this interaction happen.
All right, so let's call Lily. Let's see if there's some explanation for this. I wonder if Lily is sort of in love with me.
That's exactly what I was thinking. Have you ever thought that she might have a crush on you?
We've been friends for so long, so it's weird.
Well, because there's only two scenarios. Either you're just bold-faced lying, or Lily is in love with you and has been trying to keep Haley away from meeting you, which is what I think is actually going on here.
Friends joke about it all the time, but you know, her being my best friend, I never really thought twice about it.
Does Lily date women?
She dabbles and dabbles sometimes.
In the past, has she been supportive of your relationships?
She's been protective of
Okay.
me, but not to this extent.
Right. Until now.
Yeah.
It looks like Lily made up some weird nonsense and made an effort to kind of try and mess this up.
Right.
And almost did. Honestly, I don't want your friendship with Lily to end over this. Hopefully you guys can work it out.
She just gotta respect boundaries.
But forget Lily. Look, this craziness is getting in the way of you guys just getting to like be cool and actually meet each other for the first time. Let's just kind of start fresh. You like her.
Yes.
And you like her.
Mm-hmm.
And even though you were a little hesitant about taking the next step, here we are.
Here we are.
Finally meeting, face to face.
You gotta knock a little harder.
Hi.
What's up?
Hello. We're looking for Breezy. Is he here?
No,
What's your name?
I'm Zoe.
You're Zoe. I sent you a DM, right?
You did, Neve.
Is this where you live?
Yeah.
Why don't you come on down here and we can chat?
Hi.
Hello.
I'm Cammy.
I'm
This
William.
is
I saw
Will.
you on his Instagram post.
Yeah. So what's up?
I've been the one messaging William
The whole time?
the whole time.
From?
My brother's page.
Okay, so you're Breezy's sister.
Yes, I managed his account.
So Breezy don't even know me.
Yeah, you would send messages and it wouldn't be no thread because I would delete the thread.
Why?
It's a prank between me and my brother. I'm so
A
sorry.
prank?
Yeah.
You don't care about him at all?
No, it really
But
went further. It went further than what I expected. I didn't expect it to
it's
go
my
this
emotions.
far.
It's my emotions.
I know, that's why I'm apologizing and I invited you here to come clean.
Okay, I'm just trying to understand. Was there some reason that you targeted William?
It was really no reason. I just picked the person off his Instagram that he interacted with and I messaged William. It wasn't specifically to target William.
So what was the reason?
What exactly is the prank?
Like I said, it was a joke between me and him. I didn't
A joke
mean for
between
it.
you and him.
Yeah, I thought him acting weird to my brother, he'll just be like, what is going on?
So it's like Will's got this big crazy personality. You thought it would be funny to flirt with Will to get him entangled with your brother?
Yeah.
It's a
him be
prank on your
confused.
brother with him. Right. So who did we talk to on the phone yesterday?
You talked to my brother on the phone yesterday.
So did your brother know about any of this the whole time?
Not really.
When did the conversation start? How did you even find William in the first place?
They kind of interact with each other on the internet, so I just seen
So your
him.
brother did know who
did
Will was
know me.
before you
I
got
mean, he
involved.
follows him.
But when Neve called him, he didn't know who I was.
Well, I guess he does know who you are.
And that's how you found him for the prank.
Yeah.
Okay, so maybe that would have been funny for the first week or two.
But it was
like
months. Like when does it stop?
It wasn't personal against you, like I said.
Well, you could have chose anybody.
Okay, well, I chose you. Sorry.
And, well, who is this?
Oh.
There he is.
There we go.
What is going on?
Yeah, what's up? What's going on?
Why y'all playing a game on me?
Why is Catfish here?
What?
Why is Catfish here?
Why is
Because they're
Catfish here?
helping me.
We
They're
could
helping
have
me
handled
figure this
why is
out.
Catfish here? So many other ways. We didn't have to call. You didn't have to call the police.
We tried to handle it yesterday when we spoke to you. We didn't think it was really going to be you. We thought it would be somebody else.
It wasn't me, brother. It's my sister.
It never meant to go this far, but you kept going and messaging him. I tried to stop the conversation and wouldn't reply to William, but William was so persistent.
Listen, when a heart gets involved in a situation like this, it's different
But William,
compared to
what I'm hearing, there was not enough for anybody's hurt to be involved in any of this.
Yeah. It's not called for all of this either.
Okay. So what is going on and why are we here? William, can we talk? What the is going on? Are we getting pranked? Because it seems that it's all bull. Follow me. All right. What's tea, boo?
I don't know, like, I'm just...
Well, we talked about it yesterday. We talked about the fact that you can't put significant value on something that is the bare minimum. But I think that you knew that already about this. And there's just something about it that feels off.
I don't get it, like, I'm just confused. Like, why would I put my emotions into this? I'm just gagging that you think that there was nothing real about this whole situation. For the amount of time that we've been flirting back and forth and getting to know each other, like,
But William,
you know, like,
but there wasn't any kind of meaningful love connection throughout the conversations. You guys had hard eyes, or they say yes, and da-da-da-da, blah, blah, blah.
well, that's me. Then maybe I should be the one. Maybe the energy wasn't reciprocated the way I felt it was.
Maybe not.